The TV1 News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, this is Sunday's News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, thousands bid farewell, nominations surge, and hunters claim cup. History was made yesterday in Vatican City as tens of thousands gathered to farewell Pope Francis, the 266th head of the Roman Catholic Church. The funeral mass began at 6 p.m. PNG time on Saturday, April 26, 2025. World leaders and the faithfuls from across the globe came together at St. Peter's Square to honor a pope remembered for his humility, compassion and tireless service.
Vatican City, where tens of thousands of people are gathered.
Thousands of mourners gathered at St. Peter's Square in Vatican City yesterday to bid farewell to Pope Francis, the 266th leader of the Roman Catholic Church, in a historic and deeply emotional funeral service. The open-air mass, presided over by Cardinal Giovanni Battista, Dean of the College of Cardinals, began at 10 a.m. Rome time. An estimated 250,000 people filled the square, while an additional 150,000 lined the streets leading to the Basilica of St. Mary Major. The ceremony was broadcasted live across global television networks and the Vatican's official YouTube channel. World leaders, dignitaries, and representatives of marginalized communities Pope Francis championed during his lifetime attended the service. Among the attendees were U.S. President Donald Trump and former President Joe Biden, French President Emmanuel Macron, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, and Argentina's President Javier Milei. Prince William also represented the British royal family. The mass reflected the Pope's desire for simplicity. His coffin, crafted from cypress wood and lined with zinc, rested directly on the stone floor of the basilica, symbolizing his humility. Prayers were offered in multiple languages, underlining the global reach of his papacy. Following the Mass, a private procession transported Pope Francis's remains to the Basilica of St. Mary Major, honoring his personal devotion to the Virgin Mary. It marked the first time in more than a century that a pope was buried outside the Vatican grounds. His tomb bears a simple Latin inscription, Franciscus, just as he had requested. In a touching tribute, 40 individuals representing the poor, migrants, and prisoners, groups close to Pope Francis's heart, welcomed his coffin at the Basilica. The bells of St. Peter's Basilica rang solemnly as the procession left, and thousands waved white handkerchiefs and Argentine flags in a final farewell. The funeral mass opened a 9-day mourning period known as the Novendial, during which cardinals will celebrate masses in his memory. Preparations are now underway for a conclave scheduled to begin on May 5th, where a new pope will be elected. The funeral for Pope Francis not only closed a remarkable chapter in the Catholic Church's history, but also reflected his enduring message of compassion, service, and humility to the very end. Papua New Guinea faces major challenges undertaking surveillance in a very wide area to maintain sovereignty, protect resources, and deter illegal activity in a 2.7 million kilometers exclusive economic zone.
Papua New Guinea faces significant challenges in maritime boundary policing and will continue to, due to limited resources, large territorial coverage and logistical difficulties, illegal, unreported, and unregulated fishing, and transnational crime will always be persistent activities. Last week, the National Surveillance Coordination Center was officially opened in Port Moresby by Chief of PNG Defence Force and the Chief of Joint Operations for the Australian Defence Force. The center will play a significant role in providing and coordinating effective surveillance in the maritime domain.
To make sure that our laws are not tampered with, and this center provides sort of like a coordinating center for the nucleus of the operations around the country. It's a 24/7, but
bedrock of maritime security is knowing and understanding what is going on in your sovereign waters and your economic waters, your exclusive economic zone, and indeed the surrounding regions. And I congratulate Papua New Guinea on instituting this National Surveillance Centre that will allow it to do that and to make the decisions that count to safeguard economic prosperity that comes with that knowledge and understanding of what is going on in your waters.
Vice Admiral Jones visited Papua New Guinea last week discussing PNG's involvement in Exercise Talisman Sabre 2025, attended the opening of the NSCC and the Anzac Day commemorations. Meantime, the center's main functions and operations include maritime surveillance, support for regional operations, and enhances personnel through capacity building opportunities. Maritilla Kelleton, TV1 News.
The Climate Change and Development Authority recently completed a technical working session to finalize PNG's first biannual transparency report, the National Inventory Report, and the RED Plus Technical Annex. These important documents will contribute to PNG's obligations under the UNFCCC's Enhanced Transparency Framework and is a major step in demonstrating national efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions under the Paris Agreement. This collaborative effort brought together officers from CCDA, Forestry Authority, development partners from FAO and the EU FCCB program to ensure PNG submits high-quality, credible reports to the UNFCCC. A total of 86 candidates have officially nominated to contest the 2025 local level government elections in West New Britain Province, with the nomination process unfolding smoothly at the Vogay Memorial Park in Kimbe Town. Nominations began on Friday, 25th April and carried through into Saturday, with the process set to continue on Monday, 28th of April. Many candidates were accompanied by supporters in large groups, arriving in truckloads, while others chose a quieter approach, submitting their nominations with just their witnesses present. In Talasia District, 20 candidates have nominated, and of these, 4 are competing for the mayor's seat, 1 for a ward councillor position, 3 for the president's seat, and 11 for councillor positions. Talasia Rural has recorded 1 nomination so far for a ward councillor seat. In Nakanai District, 25 candidates have entered the race, with 13 vying for the LLG president's position and 12 for the various ward councillor seats. Kandri and Gloucester District has seen the highest number of nominations, with 41 candidates emerging, 23 for LLG president roles and 18 for ward councillors. With 119 wards across West New Britain, the election is shaping up to be a highly competitive one. Among the 86 nominated candidates is a female contestant running for the Gasmatha LLG president seat. Nominations will continue on from Monday, 28th April, with further updates expected as the race progresses. Stay with us as TV1 News continues when we return.
Rewrite true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo in milk taste and added nutrients, Milo in milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Find PNG made.
Open lens.
Right across the nation, we eat snacks crackers. Emi trupla. All get a young planalapun, only like him snacks crackers. Only make him here, no PNG, one time lay biscuit company. It's crunchy and tasty. It's irresistible.
Thanks for staying with us. School fees of 548,500 kina for Sumka students attending 13 tertiary institutions across Medang province has been paid by the Sumka District Development Authority or DDA on Wednesday 23rd April. The payment is the DDA's portion of the 50 by 50 school fee arrangement it has with the students.
The acting executive officer of the member for Sumka, Michael Bro, delivered checks to the schools accompanied by Sumka District Administrator Charles Katu. Bro thanked each school for allowing Sumka's children to register for classes while awaiting payments. The Tertiary School Fee Subsidy Initiative is ongoing. Students pay half and the DDA pays the other half. This arrangement has so far been successful.
I believe the parents and the sponsors, Honorable Alexander Suguman Om, our Honorable MP, is constantly consistently trying his best every year to support our hardworking students.
Acting Registrar for PNG Maritime College, Pius Narol, acknowledged the local leadership for consistency in making payments over the years.
We are always pleased with the, especially Sumka DDA. They have been very supportive in terms of sponsoring our students. Reliefs have put some pressure out from the parents. It is a good pathway for our students, especially for us, the Maritime District or Maritime, I would say this province. Sumka, we need to train a lot of seafarers.
Medan Technical College has a large number of Sumka's children attending school there. School Principal Marcus Waimia said the school has a steadfast partnership accomplished over the years with Sumka DDA in allowing its students to attend classes while they await school fee payments.
We have that kind of understanding, not trust. I have no problem anytime. Okay, even you send a list only, I'll authorize that. It's okay. We have that understanding, that trust stories. We continue like that. But when I see that, they come in and give us the name list and all that, and even when they don't commit and, we have outstanding against them and all that, then it gives me a question. Whether they will actually pay or they will not pay, then I probably, hesitant to try to, allow students. But for you, I think, Bogia and you people, you have been very good.
Mary Silla Kelaton, TV1 News.
U.S. President Donald Trump has imposed sweeping tariffs, a 10% levy on all imports, and a staggering 145% on Chinese goods, aiming to boost American manufacturing. In response, China announced new tariffs on U.S. exports and tightened export controls on critical minerals. Papua New Guinea and other Pacific nations are bracing for indirect impacts, including slower trade flows and reduced demand from China. Trump insists tariffs will secure a total victory, while China vows firm and forceful measures. Global supply chains face mounting pressure as fears of a prolonged economic rift between the world's two largest economies grow. In the middle of the Anzac long weekend, over 650,000 Australians today turned out to cast their votes early in the federal election. It brings the national tally for pre-polling to almost 2.4 million. The surge is being matched by a strong final week burst of activity by the major party leaders and their candidates.
Too young to vote, but old enough to school the Prime Minister.
Can you say nice to meet you in Chinese?
Money talked when Anthony Albanese went to Labor's richly diverse Chisholm electorate with $25 million for 600 community language schools.
Because we need more languages with the communities.
In Kansas' Mount Peter corridor...
Is this the last stage in this development?
The opposition's downhill run to polling day gathered pace.
Support to those blocks of land being developed more quickly.
With $34 million on offer to fast-track housing.
We're the only party with a plan.
Peter Dutton reckons there's still smoke, if not fire, surrounding Labor's intentions on investment property tax breaks.
We can't afford to see negative gearing abolition.
Even as the government edges closer to ruling out any future move on negative gearing or capital gains tax.
The proof is we haven't made any changes.
And do you rule out future changes, Prime Minister?
Well, I've done that multiple times.
Democracy's sausages aren't waiting for the 3rd of May, and nor are the leaders.
7 sleeps to go. So don't leave anything in the tank.
Anthony Albanese covered 3 states in one day, sensing the end of the trail approaches.
It is destination chaos and destination shambles and destination cuts from Peter Dutton.
The violence has escalated.
The opposition leader maintained a similar pace. He was in 2 states and the NT, promising to press into Labor's suburban heartland in the days ahead.
I think this election's going to be decided this week.
It will be. Voters are throwing their time and patience at this poll as never before. Urgency, pace and repetition become the driving force in campaigning from here, but the audience left to persuade is rapidly shrinking. That's because the number of voters casting early ballots is tracking towards a record level, and by the time we get to next Saturday, more than half are likely to have already put their ballot in the box. At Old Parliament House, just over 1,800 voters and many more around the country are probably making history. On a long weekend, long lines were the price to pay for having their say.
And that ends the news segment. Later in sports, Hunters claim Kokoda Cup and the Irish defeat Gurias.
Hiya, Mama. You wait time, but me add him special flavor.
Put in more flavor, put in more taste. Magic kakaro, get up and big smile on face. Time for Kim chicken, a great kumutu. Sip, sip, the mumu, yes, magic on you.
Maggi, the taste PNG loves.
Tell him shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but met it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi bottle.
Boom! The One Talk jackpot is rolling over week on week. 500,000 Kina. Get your tickets now. Draws every Friday at 7:30 p.m. Play now at 321lotto.com.pg or any of your 321 authorized retailer. 321. Win big every day.
Welcome back. The PNG Hunters have claimed the Kokoda Cup after 7 years, beating the Burleigh Bears in Port Moresby yesterday. The Hunters put up a strong game and won the match 22 points to 14 in front of a passionate crowd.
The last time PNG had its hand on the cup was back in 2017. When they ran riot over the Bears, 42 points to 6 at PZ Park. For 7 years, they were denied the cup until yesterday. PNG Hunters put in a resounding performance and claimed the cup, coming off the back of 2 consecutive defeats to Cutters and Jets on the road. The Hunters showed determination and pride in their jersey and were rewarded with the Kokoda Cup in the Anzac round clash.
Kokoda Cup winners for 2025, the SP PNG Hunters.
Congratulations, SP Hunters. You've done really well keeping the cup in PNG.
Hunters centre Robert Matias crossed the line twice in the second half. A try each to Gaira Voro and Solo Wane in the first half had already set the platform for the team.
The Hunters now deep inside the Bears half. Voro again. Now, great pass, and Robert Marias throws over for a very easy try, and the Hunters are back.
Hunters captain Ila Alu in the post-match interview said they had disappointing finish to their last 2 matches and were determined to take out these 2 competition points leading up to the match. He praised the boys for their effort and the win.
At first we knew it was a disappointing couple of rounds prior to this, and we knew that we had to turn things around. Full credit to the boys, they were committed to this round. We turned up with what we needed throughout the week and led us to this game. It's an end game, we know how much it means to the best boys, and they turn up another level when it comes to this round. So we knew that it would be a tough encounter, but we just kept turning up for each other throughout the game, so couldn't be more prouder.
The PNG Hunters coach Paul Aiton also praised his side for the win. He said they didn't do well in their last 2 matches, but came out with a good result in the Kokoda Cup Challenge. He is expecting the team to maintain the winning run in their next game. The Kokoda Cup Challenge is played between the PNG Hunters and Burleigh Bears during the Anzac round in parallel with NRL Anzac round. Rex Lita, TV1 Sports.
The Central Dabaris put on a clinical performance in front of a home crowd at the National Football Stadium in Port Moresby, defeating East New Britain Agmac Gurias 30 points to 20. This is Dabaris' first win for the Digicel ExxonMobil Digicel Cup competition's 2025 season. Dabaris took off to a flying start, going to the break with a 16 points to 6 lead. In the second half, Gurias came back strongly to match the Dabaris outfit. Both teams put up a competitive show, but Dabaris were the better side, winning the match. Here are the highlights.
But they both look pretty tough, and they both are going to be fighting very hard for a win this afternoon.
That's a monster kick. Oh, great play here. And here's Pirika, puts his foot down, and he races away for the first try. First try. Justin Yoka now, he grabs into the end goal, and here they come. The Barries have gone in again to the middle. Nikki Hasu, the short ball. Still able to afford a great play there from the central of the Barries. They call him. Anyway, it's still on here for the Barries, and it's that man again. Too easy in the end.
That's what I've been saying along that the Barries.
And he gets it right.
And finally, four-time defending NRL champions Penrith Panthers are sitting at the bottom of the competition ladder after their defeat to Manly Sea Eagles on Saturday night. The Eagles outclassed Ivan Cleary's men 26 points to 10 at the Combank Stadium. The Eagles were the better side and deserved the win, but the victory puts the Panthers in the spotlight as they are now 2 wins from 8 games. The inclusion of Eagles superstar Tommy Turbo played a pivotal role in this win. The big-name players in Panthers colours, on the other hand, couldn't take the boys home as they went down with another tough defeat. Here are the highlights.
Playing middle forward tonight. Matt Brooks drifts around to the left. Penrith alert to it. Isaac Tungor there. Inside, he's got it. Good ball. Oh, Kawatu! And then for Garrick. Nicely worked, Manly. Kawatu. Oh, beautiful touch from Tommy Turbo. It's the champs who on a live ladder. And straight at dummy half. No one saw that coming. I missed it as well. Penley out of dummy half. Summerton. Tulagi did it. Summerton's done it now as well. Penrith are going to lead in a moment.
That's all we have for sports. Now for the weather forecast. Southern region, Port Moresby, mostly cloudy with evening showers, then rain drizzles and possible thunderstorms. Momase, Lae, chances of heavy evening showers, then rain and thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Lorengau, mostly cloudy with occasional heavy showers, then rain and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe, occasional evening heavy showers, then rain and possible thunderstorms. Highlands, Goroka, Bans, Kundiawa, Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy with evening heavy showers, then rain and possible thunderstorms. And that ends the news this Sunday. Have a pleasant evening. Bye for now.
The TV1 News was proudly brought to you by